Right, here we go. 8 hours and 58 with his Christmas lights on. 3.5 hours to go to the tackle shop, and then how far we got after that? And then another couple of hours, we'll get on the ferry. So I'm going to switch drivers now because I think Michael's roughing it a little bit. Yeah, so we're going to swap drivers. We're going to crack on. I've just had that 2-hour kit, which is quite nice. So we'll see you soon.
So after travelling to the bait shop, it was closed. Luckily a phone call, and this man came up trumps and saved the day. Good man.
That's absolutely it, isn't it?
This is the big one. Last time was smaller than this because this one was broken.
So we should be sweet. Oh no, you're fine. Sweet. So we just got off the ferry, and this could be a first. There's actually a ball of light in the sky called sun, and it's actually warm in Scotland. I think we're going to have a good session. Any time will tell us. 5 minutes to go, and that is where we're going to be at. It's the best part of 14 and a bit hours. Finally we're here, a lock of line, and oh my god, it's quite intimidating. We're home. It may not be big, but it's home. You're not coming here for a shit, mate. You can go to your own bloody place.
Still got ice.
Feed them. Oh my god.
These are a little bit on the soft side.
So for some of you nutters who travel to Scotland, you'll recognise this mark. It's quite a well-known one. It's where they do logging Monday to Friday, and then on the weekends they stop. Allows us to fish off the pontoon, if you like. Yeah, it's a really good place. Pretty.
Looks foody, don't it? Yeah, but it's not. Right, first evening, actually with the rods out, and stunning location. Now we could all do with catching a ray. Whether that happens or not, you know what, to be honest with you, we're so tired that really we should have just got our heads down and sleep, but no, the temptation's there, and as so, out go the rod. So I'm just going to fish the one rod, keep swapping them over, rebait every half an hour, see how we get on. I'm not going to beat myself up if we don't catch tonight. It's nice to be out and it's dry. So I'm going to chill out with the boys, and hopefully we'll come out with some sort of result. Might be a blank, we'll soon find out. Without question, the most beautiful landscape I've ever fished. We're privileged to fish, but we are tired. Not yet. Go on, tap again for me. Or rip off. Come on. Well, what can I say? No fish as yet, although I have had some interest on my rod, but nothing has come of it as yet. But do you know what? It's not always just about getting that fish, because like between us three, we've chatted a lot and put the world to rights, and sometimes for your head, that's all you really need. And also, we've got another 3 days, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. But I think sometimes people don't realise that fishing isn't just about catching, it's also about being with people you care about and putting the world to rights, and that means a lot. So got a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful backdrop, and we're going to fish into the night until we run out of bait, and then what we'll do is we'll get some sleep, because let's face it, we're knackered, and then we'll start all over again. So obviously if anything happens, then we'll video it, and then you'll see it. But it's been a real roller coaster of a day, so let's hope at least one of us catches something. Good morning from Scotland. Another beautiful, beautiful day. It's actually really warm. So last night we fished the jetty where they do the logging. We didn't fish it very well, to be honest with you. We're so tired, but we gave it a good go. Fished it till about 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, and that was our lot really. Alas, no fish. We did try pretty hard. I did have interest on the bait, but I think it was probably dogfish. But at least I've got some idea that I'm not getting snagged up when I'm casting, etc. So we're going to try a few other marks today. We did speak to a gentleman yesterday who informed us that one of the marks we're going to look at is actually, well, there's a couple of people there. So that's kind of changed the dynamics a little bit. But what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and find a couple of decent marks. We probably want to find a scratching mark for the day, and then fish for the skate at night. But we'll see what happens.
Now this little digs is it's really nice actually. Right in the central locker line, loads of facilities, clean, really nice. They've got a dry room, beds are comfortable. It's really nice. You share it with divers as well. A lot of divers go around this way. And well, as you can see, the facilities are lovely. You've got a kitchen, it's communal, everybody's nice. It's a really great place to be, and reasonably priced too.
Just off the fish, scratching mark for a couple of hours, something a bit different. What lock's this one? Lock, we can't remember. Yeah. But it's a different one anyway. So we're going to give it a few hours here before. Lock no name, that's it. And then in a couple of hours we'll get out and go to another spot. One thing I do like about these marks, you can literally just rock right up beside them, can't you? Lovely. This is perfect for you, Stevie. Fucking lovely. Yeah, no stomping, no nothing. I'm gonna go left. We're at Lock No Name because nobody can remember it. But we're going to scratch. We're going to scratch for a couple of hours to see if we can get some doggies and stuff so we can use for the raise later on. But so for that, I thought I brought my Sonic SKS that my old man brought me because I blew the other ones up. So we'll see what happens. Another beautiful, beautiful. Welcome to the 2024 Scottish Dogfish Championship. It's a high prized competition, to be honest with you, where the loser has to do the washing up for the rest of the week. So there's a lot to play for, and I think there's a good chance I've seen quite a few dogs caught, but only time will tell. Go on, Stevie boy. Don't speak too soon. Well, that's what we're here to catch. Never in a million years. Yeah, he's got one. He's got a doggy. He's got a first ray bait, fresh. I never thought I'd say this. We're actually out to catch doggies. Cool, the pressure's on now. A pull. There's one apiece for me and Steve, and it looks like. Oh no, he's got it. Yes. It looks like now Michael's in with one. That's one apiece. And bet it might be the smallest fucker in the whole lock. Hey, but a fish is a fish. Mate. Well done, mate. The Dogfish Championship continues. Michael's in with another. Pressure's on really because it's two apiece now because Stevie, while filming me, Stevie got into one. Paul's still down though. He's still, I don't know what he's doing, to be honest. Sign of a comeback, boys. Paulie's been quiet. All of a sudden he's got a little tap tap tap. Next week, you know, look, actually not a bad sized doggy, to be honest with you. As far as I'm concerned, Paulie's done well with the old size. Congratulations, mate, on getting on the leaderboard, mate. Prestigious fucking thing to do, mate. Not many people can. We see there's a bit of sabotage going on in the championship here. Well, old Steve is trying to nip one, pearl one, stopping people's angling abilities. If he's not careful, we are watching you, Steve. We might disqualify him, mate. Any more of that sort of behaviour? Good. As long as you don't let champion cast. The stakes are high. You've got to put everything into it, really. Michael's got a fish on the left-hand side. Look at his action. Pumping action is amazing. I wish I could pump as much as he could, but you know, he's been well known for it for many years. He practices pumping quite a lot, just for this one reason.
Stop pumping off, man.
Now coming into the closing seconds of the Scottish Dogfish Championship. I think it's fair to say that Stevie is going to be crowned the Dogfish King. The boy's shown absolute dedication to catching these fish. Skills, rigs, casting, absolute, yeah, that's it, absolute inspiration to everybody, to be honest with you. That's it. He wins the grand prize of not having to do anything this evening. I'll be doing the cooking. We're going for Thai food tonight. Weeping Tiger, pad Thai. Unfortunately, one of the team has let us down. The gentleman behind, which is Paul. The grand total of 1, with myself and Michael level pegging at 2. But what a session, what a day, what couple of hours of fishing. Scottish 2020 Open Dogfish Championship. It's been emotional. We'll see you another time. The closing stages. Would you believe this? The master baiter, the pumper, the dogfish of all dogfish anglers. Michael comes in and draws first place with Stevie. Oh my gosh, the skill, the class. Who would have believed? And he can actually catch him with the fish taking it backwards. Well done, my fella. Right, and that is the end of the 2024 Scottish Dogfish Championships. And for tonight's meal, we're doing Weeping Tiger and red curry. Sweet.
So we're now travelling to check out another mark, which is called the Wishing Stone. I bumped into these lads, really nice. We spoke to them quite a bit, really informative. We shared information throughout the journey. They fished a little bit different to us. They were more prepared, but hey, all in it to win it.
Well, I'll quickly just show you my rig. Obviously heavyweight. And also what I've got is a rotten bottom and clip down onto a big bait. But how I'm gonna clip, because the hook's too big. So I'm using a swivel to go into the clip down, and then you've got your pulley panel. But yeah, let's send it and see what happens. Right then, so that's first cast of the evening. And guys, look, I have to level with you. If you're going to be anywhere angling, I can think of 100 different places and worse places to be than this. Let's see what happens. Now, one thing you do need to be aware of when you go to Scotland: midges. They are an absolute nightmare. I've got the most beautiful venue. We're sitting here with the best vistas, the best everything, but midges are miserable. I mean, look at that. The midges. get nets on your face, get everything, because we didn't bring any, and we're getting done over. Here we go. Well, Michael did win the Scottish Dogfish Championship, so it's only fair that at a silly hour in the morning he catches a dogfish while we're trying to go for common skate. Good morning. And not to let us down, it's a wet morning as well, but still warm, no wind, and still no rays. To be perfectly honest with you, thinking about it, this is a time served mission, to be honest with you. So I'm not saying there isn't a chance of catching one, but when you add up the hours that we've fished and the amount of massive inland sea that we are dealing with, it's very much will they or won't they. Yesterday we fished a different mark, and the night before one of the lads had a run but hooked into nothing. So out of several people fishing around this area right now, including us, we're all sort of keeping in contact with each other. Nothing has come to fruition. So we'll carry on today. It's our last full day and evening. We are feeling a little bit washed out now. Last night we stayed till 2 o'clock. Then the rain came in and we sort of called it a night. Got absolutely midgy. I'll tell you, I've never experienced anything like it in my life. Make sure you prepare for that by all means. So yeah, what we're going to do today though is we're going to go out and fish the whole marks, whole day, not come home, fish into the night, and hope for the best. Might even have a go at some spurs as well. Use up some of this bait, I've got quite a bit. So we'll keep you posted, we'll see what happens, and I'm now going to go for some breakfast. Coming in at a different angle this time. Here we are again, back again dockside, timber yard or whatever it's called. Feeling a little bit gutted. So I just had the tip pull down and bounced solid down, hit into something that pulled right down. Managed to crank it as much as I could to a point where it became totally snagged, and then it was game over, and I think I've lost the common skate. A little bit despondent. Anyway, this little one's keeping me company for a little while anyway, make it feel better. Those lads keeping me happy, and we'll carry plodding on.
Alright, we've just had 6 rods all get caught up with each other, and we think this one right here is the culprit. We all blaming Paul, but now Mark seems to think he's onto one. So I'm now blaming Mark for wrapping all our rods up. Look, see how this plays out.
Do you know what? You're doing all that gear, making a ball smell about it. It's not so small. Oh, you better stop and start that.
Yeah.
It's true though. You definitely feel something there.
Sun's beaming now. Look. Huh?
Oh, fucking
Foul hook, look.
oh,
Taken after Steve now.
oh, that's depressing, that is.
No way there, it might be hooked in the mouth. It is hooked in the mouth.
Yeah, that is, that's wrapped up.
Somebody grabbed
Yeah, I'm like,
my spur rod worked.
Yeah, just took all our rods out at the same time.
No, I'm not taking the blame for that. Paul's as well over.
Hey,
She is hooked.
yeah, she is hooked in the mouth.
3 species in Scotland now.
You'll get spur dogs where you are.
Nah, not where we are.
So you know what, watch out.
Well, I just had a target species of a spur dog that I went to catch. But it is starting to look a bit moody. Yeah, now, I don't know what it is. Something tells me that quite possibly Armageddon's coming. Oh. We saw it coming and now it's here. Tonight Paul has cooked us a delight. And we're starving, so...
What are you calling it?
Yeah, what are you calling it? Is that what it's called? I don't know. There you go, guys. We're eating, I don't even know what it is, mate. Lovely. Good morning. Looking a bit weathered now, and I feel like I'm jet lagged or something. So after yesterday's session, where I'm 99% certain I lost one, but this caught a spur. I was actually out fishing for spur on my other rod as well. We come back to base camp, rain kept coming down, and we was going to go back out about 8, 9 o'clock at night, but the motivation wasn't there. So now we are on, well, going home, but on the way home, I think we're going to stop at a place called Oman, and mark about 2 hours away from here. We're going to fish it for about 3 hours. Sort of got good form for common ray. With any luck, we'll get into one, and if not, well, we've got a long journey regardless. So I'll show you what it's like when we get there. So without being wasteful, we had some food left over from base camp, so we're going for a Stevie brunch. Yes, mate. That's how we live the life. No. So we just travelled 2 hours down the road to Vitters Oban, because there's this little mark that we've been tipped off about. Not a very big mark, must say. However, just around the corner there. And this is one thing you cannot plan for. We've rocked up, and unfortunately, there's already some anglers on there. So that means we're in a pickle. And as we're sort of only going to fish for about 4 hours, we're going to have to weigh up what we're going to do. Is there a plan B? Doubt it. So plan C might be just head home. A little bit gutted really, but it's been a good adventure anyway. Anyway, if this is the last video, that's Michael, that's Paul, and if we go to the van, that's whiny old man Steve. Right, right, just about to see the rods. Gutted, boys. Never mind. Until next time, guys. Okay, didn't go to plan, never can, but when you think about the hours you've got to put in to try and catch a common skate, and we have to turn up when we've booked holiday, we can't plan weather, tides, time, we can't plan really any of that. We just book the, book days off and we turn up and see what happens. Unfortunately, it didn't come to fruition this time. Won't stop us, we'll try again. Do prepare yourself though, it can be quite pricey to know how far it'll drive, and watch out for the midgies, bait, everything else like that. So for me, see you later, until next time, take it easy.